What's up, guys? This is Team Hard Life Captain Alberto Zertuche here. So right now I'm getting this box prepared to unbox it. I got two of them. One of them is for production tackle that we need for the shop. And we'll get it going from there. What's up, Joseph, CJ, John, Byron? How y'all doing? It is a new day in paradise. Alright, so we got some tackle, that's for sure. Oh. It's Christmas on a Monday. Alright, let's see what we got in here. You know, a lot of this stuff we've been needing big time. Wow. So, this is 200-pound test. They actually sent it in a spool for us there. I don't know what's in there, but we'll figure that out later. And, ooh, that's a pretty color. They said it was a camo color. That don't look camo to me, but nice. It's also 200-pound test. All right, more of the three-way swivels. Good deal. We needed a lot of those. These are size 2, 144 per pack. I did order some one-outs, but I didn't know if they had them or not. So that way we can check our inventory. We use these for our richest rigs for three-way long, three-way shorts. Right there. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10 bags. And those are good there. So I can at least check it off while I'm unboxing it already. That. Oh, not camo, rainbow. It said rainbow colors. Nice. So I'm gonna have to talk to them about that because I like some of those colors, especially that yellow. I wonder if I can get that in like big spools to make it for the line. For the leaders and stuff, because I used to use Diamond Momoy of the leader line that they use for their outriggers. I used to fish with that when I finally moved away from fishing with weed eater line. That's what I started using because I liked the color and I wanted to be different from everybody else. So then we got 1.0 sleeves. These have been on back order for a long time, so I ordered quite a bit. There's 1,000 per pack. So let's keep track. That's 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20. Yeah, buddy. And then we got some 250-pound tests. Yeah, of the light blue, which is good. I needed dark blue, but they guess they didn't have it. And then we got red and the 250 as well. I'm starting to order a lot more tackle, like I said, to fill up that wall. I want to have 200 or 300 of each color ready to rock and roll, so that way, if we ever have it to where we're down at some people or whatever, I don't have to worry about sitting here making all that tackle. But right now, that's what I'm doing. And y'all gonna see what else I'm doing right after this. So, 200-pound braid on an 80 International. Are you talking solid braid or hollow core? Hollow core, I think it's like 1,900 yards only, something like that. man, don't forget the thumbs up. Also too, I just want to give a shout out to Mr. Drew. He's won 2 times on our giveaways here, and on both times he's selected what he wants, and whatever's left over, he has donated it for me to give to kids when they come in and want to go fishing. So I've been waiting for the opportunity for some kids to come in that are looking to go fishing, or their parents are trying to take them fishing and stuff like that, because at that point, that's what it's about. It's about getting that next generation out there fishing and enjoying it. And this or that, even after how much we had said, he's like, man, I still got that left over. I was like, yeah. And he's, well, I was like, dude, you can, if you want to spend it next month, it's fine. It's your money. You can do whatever you want with it. You want it. And last time he donated money. This time he donated another $200 for us to fill up, some kids with some fishing tackle. So this is why I created the channel, is the ability for people to come together and give a helping hand out to kids. So I am totally stoked and honored to be just a little part of it. So, let me get this off. Ooh, that looks pretty in there. I like it. Yes, sir. Ooh, right there, black MXL Raptor. So what he wanted was a blue MXL Raptor, and I told him what our inventory was. There we go. Man, I gotta get fishing. Let's see what I got here. Green MXO Raptor. Yeah, that's some pretty colors. I like them both dark and light. I mean, it's so awesome the way the colors come out. So I don't know, guys. It's just me. That gets my heart racing when I hear the drag go off. It's like, yep. All right, give me a second. Let me answer the phone. Hard Lights Bait and Tackle. No, we don't, boss. Yeah, no, we don't carry live bait because we're too far away from the water, and we don't want it to be very expensive dead bait for our customers. How'd you find us? Through Google search? Oh, okay. If you don't happen to find that, you can also check out our YouTube channel. It teaches you a bunch of other knowledge of tactics, bait, and leader presentation, so you can still go out there and have a great time without finding live bait. Yep, it's called Team Hard Life. Yes, sir. You have a good one, boss. Well, where are you going to be going fishing at? Check downtown Corpus. It's called Jane's Outlet, or Jane's Bait House. And that's probably the closest bait shop to you where you're at. Sure thing. All right. Bye-bye. Yeah. Oh man, I'm telling you, sometimes it's painful, guys. It really is. Hearing all the clickers and you want to react and do something, and it's like, it's not my time. So, how's everybody's weekend? Y'all be able to get out and get some things done, handle some business, do some fishing. Got a couple reports in for some guys that went down beach. It was excellent conditions. Wow, that is loud. That is real loud. Yeah, buddy. Yes, sir. So they said they saw a whole bunch of mullet movement, crazy amounts of speckled trout, but they couldn't get them to bite. big fish blow-ups, so some anchovy schools out there and stuff, birds working, and they just, it didn't work out for them. Like, wow. Beautiful. Yes, sir. I know some guys are waiting on some reels, so I will be going through the paperwork here in a little bit, and some of y'all should be getting some calls, or at least heads up that your gear is shipping out. I do have to do some spooling videos too. I got some reels I got to fill up. I'm just kind of waiting on some line to come through. We ordered quite a bit of the tight line, as well as the cord line that's coming in as well. Yep, it's still one of our winners for the 20,000 subscriber mark. It's one of their packages from Pipeline. So, yes, very expensive invoice. Ouch. I'm literally burning a hole in my pocket. So, that way y'all get an idea. This is a lot of tackle, guys, and I am really gonna be putting some work in. You know, there's 144 per pack. Got 10 packages of those, so that's 1,440 three-way swivels there. There's 1,000 of those per pack, and there's 20 packages, so that's 20,000 1.0 double mini sleeves and beautiful reels. Look at that. That is nice. How you doing, boss?
You got a package for me?
No, I actually have been on top of it, telling people to, or checking with them and making sure. I've sent about 3 or 4 of them your way, because definitely trying to get it.
It said just deliver the package. I was like, not to me.
Let me check back here just in case. I've sent like 3 or 4 of them your way last week.
Yeah.
I kept checking out. I said, for me,
Mustang, and then I ordered some stuff in a little bag, and I said, no, they're good since they're on the way.
Well, let me know too when I can get my truck in there, because we've got a lot of rain, and
Yeah.
that's
Whenever you're ready. I mean, I can paint that color. I got to get the color in the round line and shoot it down.
Good deal.
And then just fix what I got to fix, and then shoot it.
Awesome. Yeah,
Maybe next week.
Yeah, we can see what's up next week, because actually I gotta go walk around the wife's vehicle. Her
You said you had a little, you were gonna do it last time, but you had a little issue or something, you had to fix it first.
Yeah, the AC, a little deal that blows up against the wall, freaking crapped out on me. So the AC would work sometimes, then it wouldn't work sometimes. It's just like, man,
The labor to get to it, what sucks, what's gonna cost you fixing it, labor.
Yeah, well, I end up paying. Actually, it wasn't too bad, because my brother, did the work. But I mean, it was a quick, easy money for him, because obviously you're paying for the knowledge. You know what I mean? I didn't know what the hell to do with it.
I turned it out, I do myself, I'm like, no, not do that, sorry.
Yeah, but now everybody on my channel is also waiting too.
Oh,
I've been letting them know that y'all gonna do the work on my
let's do it
truck.
next week. Let's get you in.
Awesome.
Order that stuff tomorrow, and then when I get the paint done, really just take us a couple of days to be a quick job.
Okay. Cool deal. Thank you, brother.
Thank you.
Awesome, guys. That was one of the owners from Daddy O's Paint and Body. Got some rust forming on my truck on the roof, and that's like the worst part, because it's gonna tear everything else down. A little bit toward the front by the window, or windshield. So we're also gonna be fixing the windshield as well. And let's see real quick. Hard Lives Bait and Tackle. No, we sell bait too. We just don't sell live bait, because what it ended up being is very expensive dead bait for our customers. Yes, we do. We got dead shrimp. I've got gizzard shad. I got shark bait, sea lice. I don't think I have any mullet right now. Yeah. Mm-hmm. 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 All right, and what kind of price are we looking at? Okay. Yeah, that's fine. And right now you said you have 50? Okay, well, if you catch more, you know, maybe we can do 100 dozen or 150 dozen. That way it's worth your time and mine, you know? Okay. Yeah, let's start it up and see where it goes from there, boss. Yes, my name's Albert. All right, boss. Nice to meet you. Yes, yeah. I'll be here till 7, but I have to leave around 5 to go pick up my kids, drop them off at the house, and then I'll come back. So it'll be about a 30-40 minute window that I won't be here. That's fine. That's fine. And actually tomorrow might be actually a little better window because I'll have my manager in here too as well. Right now I'm working solo, so yeah, trying to run the shop and then have to load up bait and stuff like that might be a little bit difficult today. Okay, boss. All right. You too, boss. Thank you. Bye. Awesome. Okay, cool. All right, guys. So for those of y'all that are chiming in, I just did an unboxing video of sleeves, 3-way swivels, monofilament, and my Avet reels. A lot of this stuff is what I've been needing to restock my shelves at, you know, the stuff I want to put up there and stuff like that. Also, too, I showed the quantity and numbers and stuff like that, the gear that I brought in. Now, the deal about this is I also, too, was talking about Drew, who has won 2 of our giveaways of the in-store credit. And the last time, you know, big shout out to Drew with Muse Custom Fishing gear. You know, he got what he wanted on the first one, and we were to ship that out. And then on the second one, he just called and he wanted an MXL Raptor, so we've got him one of those in the color that he wants. We're going to go and get it spooled up the way he wants as well. And then he still made a monetary donation to kids that are coming in that sometimes may not have the money, or their parents may not have the money to get them the gear that they may want to fish with and stuff like that. So right now he's building up an in-store credit for kids that are going to come in for fishing tackle. Because like we said, that's what it's about. It's about passing on the knowledge. So big shout out to Drew, man. You are awesome, boss. You are beautiful, beautiful person. So like I said, guys, I've got all this gear to get in. I've got to start checking reels. I've also got to start spooling a bunch of reels as well. but I'm waiting on some more line to come in because I'm going to be doing some testing between the accurate reels and the different hollow core braids that I have. For instance, the Cortland braid, we noticed that some of the line coloration may be playing a factor. We don't know yet, but we've been noticing that it's not giving us the line capacities that we're normally used to seeing. And so I ordered it in white to see if maybe that does have something to do with it, because hollow core spectra or spectra lines themselves are naturally white. They color code them normally after the fact. However, Tightline Braid has been the first braid company that I've seen that is actually getting these spectra lines colored before they actually braided, and we have had very, very minimal, bleed off on my fingers. I mean, like they couldn't figure out how I got it on there, but it goes to show you how much pressure I'm putting on that line on my fingers for it to actually rub off. And then two, we're going to be doing a lot of spooling videos. They're coming. This week's going to be crazy on spooling. I'm doing the best I can to get on there, but when I do that, then it stops me from building leaders. So what I want to do is kind of get all my leaders back up to where there's something more than just 12 leaders on the wall, because we nearly got cleared out earlier. A bunch of guys came in and were buying a bunch of gear. So like I said, I want to make sure I have the proper gear for when these sales want to come through, so they don't see that we have empty shelves. And then I'll get back to spooling and line capacity numbers, growing that library. It's a huge, huge thing for all of us. And testing, that's what we're always about, guys, is testing it. So we got tight line braid testing coming up, Cortland braid line testing coming up, and capacities, pull-in, fun. Also too, we have started up a new weekly drawing. It started up on Saturday. We've already sold 1 or 2 tickets on that. I have to check it out, or if it didn't go through, but they did call and I told them that it was closed off because we were doing the drawing on Saturday. So that's still available. But right now, let's see. What up, Craig? We got Martin off the hook. Dying Go in the house. Cobra, Mr. Bluegrass, how you doing? How you doing, big dogs? Y'all are awesome. It is Monday. I'm building a bunch of leaders. Give y'all a little idea of what I've already done this morning. These are the 15-aught hooks right here, and these are the 13-aught hooks right here. I built the 15s right here for the 6-footers that are up there. I want to say it's almost like 80 drops right here, sections. And then I'm building these 13s right here. I've built this whole side right here, but I'm still filling up on this side. I've got this stack to go, as well as another stack right here. Let's see where it's at. Yeah. That's a lot of cable, guys. A lot of cable. But like I said, when I build leaders, I like to build enough to where I can sit comfortably for a little bit without worrying about not having enough gear on the gear on the wall. So that. What else am I doing? That's a 2.0, so let's go there. 1.9 to 2.2. Yes, sir. Yep. I haven't seen anybody either, because if it would, I would definitely spool it up, guys. So if there's anybody in there that has any extra CR hollow core braid, so that way we can do some spooling videos on our channel with that braid, so we can get some knowledge on it. I definitely would love to have that opportunity. Maybe somebody knows somebody there that can, get me in contact. Maybe they will send me a spool, a line, so we could play with. Definitely would be interesting on that one too. So, yep. Oh man, let's see. The 9-foot rods in basic model, meaning that they come fully built already, they're $229.99. However, if we custom build them like our Team Hard Life rods, then the price is now $499.99 for up to 2 colors with the rod. Each additional color is $10. we're also offering up the marbling jobs as well too. If y'all missed that last live video, y'all might want to go check that out after this video. That marbling job is excellent, and it's also glow in the dark. That is awesome too. It's fire. It is awesome. So I definitely like it because during the day it's one color, at night it changes to something completely different, which is awesome. So yep, that's what we're looking at right there. And now the one thing I don't understand is YouTube is big on copyrights and stuff like that. However, people now are just putting up videos and stuff like that, or new to this, or create a song or whatever they have done using some of the same music that I've already paid for years, and I've already had them up for years, and I'm getting hit with copyright. Like, wait a minute now, that's not the way that it's supposed to work. You know what I mean? I shouldn't have to be getting these notifications, and I'm getting about 6 to 7 every day now that I have so many videos that they're trying to get me for copyrights for stuff that's already been up for 1 to 2 years. Come on, YouTube, get on the ball. We are not, obviously before it even goes live on the channel, I post the video and it will tell me if I have anything in copyright. And if I do, then I remove it off the channel, redo it again, and then go back and I reinsert it. So why aren't those guys getting notifications for having copyrighted music? Why am I? So it's just something I kind of had to get off my chest today. I had 7 of them this morning come through. That is not cool. So, but I'm still here knocking these out, opening our walls for more tackle to go up. Also too, got our new guys. Even our customers are noticing how clean it is here in the shop and how it's getting well organized. So, kudos to the guys that are been working hard at it. They really have. So it is going. Anybody else have any other reports on beach action and or catching this weekend? Like I said, they said they tried but didn't really have much luck. So I didn't get out to go. I did talk to a few guys that did go offshore yesterday. They said that they hooked into something and it ended up winning the battle on them. So that would be cool too. Yeah. What's up, Toby? How you doing, boss? Nice, cool deal. Well, somebody got on some fish. That's awesome. Yep. One great looking cousin. Oh, okay. All right. I missed it. So, yes, sir. So, you have any idea when you'll be able to come down and come collect all your gear? They're real nice. It's been a pleasure to be able to have all them rods up there, guys. It is really filling up there. I know they also reported back to me that they're supposed to have a few more rods this week as well. So like I said, soon we'll be completely caught up with everybody's rods that we're supposed to. definitely gonna rock and roll it from there. So I can't wait. Were they hitting on shrimp, mullet, fish bites? And yes, Christopher Hernandez, we are doing another weekly drawing. It has started. That one is $20 per ticket, like all the drawings we normally have. I will be doing a fire drawing tomorrow. And like I said, it'll be, those fire drawings are limited to the time amount that is on the live video, whether it be, 2 hours, hour and a half, or an hour. Just depends if I remember to charge my phone. But I did find my phone charger at the house, so I'm going to be trying my best to keep my phones fully charged. But I did notice the other day, the phone that we tried to get to overheat still took a long time to overheat. However, the other phone that wasn't in the case, man, it died out after like, what, it was only maybe 40 minutes, 45 minutes when I went back live. I don't know. I don't remember if it was fully charged or not, but I'm going to definitely have to test them both to make sure that the battery is holding or whatever it's supposed to be doing. So we'll see. Shrimp and cut mullet. Well, actually, that was what the phone call was about earlier, guys. We got somebody who is looking to sell us mullet. We used to have a few guys that would check on us, but they ain't checked on us in a minute, so I've been without it. So we are, I told him, as y'all saw, he had 50 dozen right now, but he was looking to get up to, 100, 150 dozen, and we definitely have the room for it right now to get it situated in the freezer, get it properly froze, and then we will have some fresh mullet for sale tomorrow, or Wednesday, probably, depending on what time he comes. We'll put it that way. So, yeah. What is going on here? There we go. Let's see. Oh man, what a day! What a day! Yeah, talking with the guys that went down beach, they were loving the sights of what they were seeing. They just couldn't understand why they weren't catching. And even then too, they stopped off for a bit and threw some dead bait on the bottom, since they were trying to throw a bunch of lures and it didn't work out. So I don't know, we'll see. We'll see what happens. I don't know. I want to say I think he does, but I don't know. He might. I haven't been able to keep up with Toby yet. He's won quite a bit of gear and has bought quite a bit of gear as well. So it's definitely been an experience right there for sure. And look forward to our next ones and stuff like that. Also too, on the weekly drawings, if y'all are new to the channel, guys, the weekly one, it will start out, for us to get it done, it's got to be at $500. So if week one, if it's not there, then we'll carry it on to the next week. And that's kind of what happened with the last one. Week one, we only had like $20 or $40 on that drawing. So we let it go another week and it jumped up to $1,180 or $1,140, sorry. And we did the drawing on Saturday, which was awesome. Might have to have my guys make some coffee. Yes, sir. We got a good assortment of Avets in today. We got 8 MXL Raptors in. Like I said, I got to check the books, but I know a few of them are already sold, so we'll see what's up on that. But I definitely got another plenty of them that are on back order, so we're waiting for those to come as well. And yes, sir. I've done crabbing here. I just haven't done it in a minute because when the season was in full blown, we were actually able to get enough crabs to go, or I had a small window and didn't have really time to go out and catch our own crab. As for lobster, I don't think we have any here. I could be wrong on that, but I've never caught a lobster in shallow water here like they can in Florida. I went over there to visit and we were down in Keys, and right off the dock I could see lobster just sitting right there. I was like, wow, God, that would be so amazing if we could do that, you know what I mean? So hey Cobra, how long were you out there fishing when you went? And was it during the day or was it a nighttime bite? I think I should be done with these probably in the next 15-20 minutes, and if so, then I can start attaching the mono sections on there so I can start hanging them up on the wall, because I definitely want to get all these done today so that way I can jump onto the next leader section right there. I'm also going to have my new guys working on some other portions of other leaders, say the double drop drum rigs and the pompano rigs. So that way we can fill that back up and get caught up on there too. Those take a little bit more work, and I'm definitely excited. These guys are showing a lot of will and want to get things done, and we're going to keep it rocking. So that's because I didn't even do lunch yet. My older brother came by to invite me, but couldn't close down the shop because, like I was saying, here alone today. Yep, I've definitely caught a lot more crab using chicken than I have using fish, which is weird. I mean, I figured, you know, using mullet or anything else, that's what they normally eat. But you throw a chicken out there, and they come in big time. And you know what? And that's because when I was living on the East Coast, I never went crabbing. I just thought of that. I never got to go. Or never, I don't know, I guess I never wanted to, I don't know. No, you'll be fine with that. It'll be cool too because I'll be able to show people that rod and stuff like that. Man, that thing is beautiful. Well, I mean, all of them are not very, very nice, but that nighttime, that glow in the dark rod is awesome. That is very, very pretty. So definitely congratulations on that one. That was pretty sweet. So. Never use steak for crap. Telling you, it's something. That's what I'm saying. Oh man, all them Team Hard Life rods up there look awesome. It is definitely getting to where I wanted to be. Now, obviously, probably after this week or the next week, we should have a lot of the rods that we're looking for to be completed. That we're going to start stocking our walls. So I actually have quite a few rods that I might be looking to do some decent pricing. They're custom rods, old Fenwicks and Lima glass and stuff like that, and we'll see what's up on them. May have some decent price. We'll see how it goes. Hard Life's Bait and Tackle. Yes, sir. We got Tackle Industry, Vexin, and then we got custom made rods with Steadfast, FTU, CUI. Yeah. Correct. For the tackle industry and the Vexins, yes, I try to keep those in stock. But like I said, with the space we got going and stuff like that, and as quickly they sell, normally we get shipments with them every other week. So. No worries. Yes, sir. That or if you went with the two-piece. Mm-hmm. They start out at 9 foot, and then when it's a two-piece, you can do the 50-50 split, which would put it at 4.5 foot, and that would probably ship for like $35. Yes, sir, it is. Awesome, thank you, sir. It's always a bonus right there, make an extra fishing trip out of it. Mm-hmm. Yep. We're only closed on Sundays, so. Awesome. Yes, sir. You have a good one. Bye-bye. Yep. Talking about our tackle industry and or Vexin rods, and definitely wants to come check them out. Yep. beef melt 2. Ooh, excuse me. What's beef melt, Toby? Yeah, I'm the same thing. Brandon, how you doing, boss? Yeah, we did an unboxing. We got some Avet reels in. We got some terminal tackle so we can build a lot more leaders. It's definitely a good thing. Spleen. Never have heard of that. We did an unboxing of a bunch of tackle, 4 MXL or 8 MXL Raptors that came in. We got some spools of line as well, of some different colors, and even a new color in. It's a rainbow color, so definitely going to check that one out. I may call them and see if they can do those color of lines individually, so that way we can order them individually. I think it would be pretty cool. The Vexin Rods are $229 for the heavier models, the extra heavy and extra heavy, but they also come in smaller models as well, and they drop down. I think some of the cheapest ones I've seen are like $149 or $159. So I like throwing oh man, each one of them has their own specific kind of deal. If it's something that I'm going to be fishing all the time, like reeling in, casting out, reeling in, is between the MXL and the LX. But if it's something that I'm going to cast out and leave out for a long time, it would be the LX to the HXW, or kayak out for those two as well. Now, if it's something that I'm going to be fast fishing, then SX or MXL, I'll go that route. Each one of them kind of has their own deal that I'll work with, and it all really depends how I'm going to fish with them. Obviously, the lighter they are, the more I'll be playing with them, but the heavier they are, I'm normally trying to set them up to stay out there longer with bigger baits and target bigger fish as well. So. Cow pancreas, not spleen. I was wrong. Talking about gator. Oh, okay. So I'm wondering if that's what they would also call it something else here. Carnitas or something like that. Am I right on that? I don't know. Some that normally my brother likes to, so they get real tender. He'll boil them before he throws them on the grill to get them smoked and charred up and stuff like that. And they're pretty dang good. But it's a different kind of meat for sure. Carnitas is pork. Okay. And I was way off. I've done the machitos. If I think I said that right, they have the liver, the heart, the gizzard, and wrapped up in some tripas. And man, we cook them on the grill. They take a long time to cook, but then I like to drown them in lemon juice, eat them like that. So. I should be able to get way more than 400 yards of 200-pound test line on there. Yeah, that. Whoever's telling you that, okay. And even on solid braid, I should get at least 1,800 yards at least on there. Yeah, whoever's doing that is not spooling it up correctly, guys. This ain't the first time we've heard stuff like that, and we've heard it a lot from the East Coast and the West Coast, where a lot of those guys just don't get great line capacity on there because they're still spooling it up the old school way with either putting monofilament tied to the spool, and then they tie braid to it, and or they're putting tape on there, which also takes up line capacity as well. And it's because they don't know how to attach the hollow core or solid braid to the spool, so that way it doesn't slip. Yep. When they crisscross it like that, it's because the original way that braid was put on the reel, people thought that they could spool it on nice and loose like they do monofilament. And so what ended up happening is when they hooked up to fish, the braid would dig in on itself and it would have a lot of break-offs and a lot of problems with it. So these guys that were spooling reels at the time would turn around and say, well, to circumvent that, what we're going to do is we're going to crisscross the pattern on it to allow the braid to have a stopping point to where if it's embedded in itself, it would have to stop there, because with crisscrosses like this on your spooling, instead of the line being like this, those crisscrosses would stop the braid from going into the reel so far down like that and cutting them off. Well, if they actually fix the original problem of the braid stretch or the mono stretching underneath the braid, because like I said, they didn't know how to tie braid to a spool, and or they're using tape to tie braid to the spool, they were still spooling it on too loose and it would embed itself like that. So that's why they kept doing that cross-like pattern to help with that. Over here at the shop, over 10 years ago now, we created a knot to get the braid to actually catch the arbor on the spool so you don't have any more slippage. And then two, we're also using a lot more hollow core braid, and so since it's not slipping and it's hollow core, I also have another live video that shows you how the braid works. You know, I kind of blow it up by drawing it out and stuff like that, and granted, I'm not the perfect artist, but it gives you the idea of what's actually happening on a blown up scale. I'd like to have a camera that could really zoom in really clear when I'm doing the line spooling, so you can actually see how it lays on the spool itself. Now, the other thing is too, with solid braid, it doesn't lay there. Like if you over spool it like this, as the reel moves and loosens up and tightens up and stuff like that, the braid will actually level itself off. And I've actually seen where solid braid will go into the sides of the spool housing, because it's happened to me. And I mean, I had that braid on there tight, but as the line goes off and comes back in, it's not tight anymore. So it ends up doing that, and yeah, we lost a lot of line like that because it was inside the spool housing. So just a little heads up on that one. already another 1,000 sleeves gone. 1.9. Tuna taco. It's Tuna Tuesday. Dang, that sounds nice. Yeah, definitely. If you're not here locally, I would definitely ship the reel to us so we can spool it up. I'll do it during the live video feed so you can actually see it being done. We've been called out multiple times by shops on the East Coast thinking that we are putting out phony numbers, and so they've actually sent us reels. We spooled it up, we charged them like any other customer. They took it over there, they tried to down spool it, tried to get it back on there, and they would still only get their same original numbers, and they literally had to send it back to us so that way we could down spool it and fix all their mistakes. So yeah, if you want maximum line capacity, guys, you gotta send it to us. Also, too, you got to pay attention to the way we are spooling onto the reel. You know, we're cranking as fast as we want, but we're not moving the line back and forth real fast. We're going nice, slow, and steady, left to right, left to right. That way, it sits as close as it can to each other. It's keeping it nice and tight, but if you're putting gaps in it, it's like stacking PVCs in the bed of your truck. You're not going to get a whole lot of them if they're all crisscrossed. You know, if you stack them nice and neat, you get a lot more in there. So it's just kind of a thing to think about. Okay, we're gonna be for later date. Yes, we have, but what ends up happening is the shell gets real brittle. And so what I would recommend, if you do that, make sure to get yourself pantyhose, because you can put the crab in the pantyhose and it'll still have all the scent and stuff like that. Also, too, freeze it with a little bit of salt water on there, so that way they don't get dried out as well, because as they are freezing and there's any air gap in there, they will start to dry out and they won't have all the scent and stuff like that. So well, with insurance, you're looking probably about $35 is what I would say, and it will probably be about the same amount for us to ship it back. Obviously, we're going to put about $1,000 insurance on it from us to you, because now you have a $900 reel and then line on top. So if we do put that much, then it can either go from $1,000 on insurance to $1,500, depending on how much line you actually want on there. If this is your first big reel on and spooling it, also too, let us know how much line you would like on there. If you're not very experienced at it, then I would not recommend maxing it out like the way you have. I don't know if you've seen any of our prior videos of me maxing out my reels, but I overfill mine. I leave probably a 1/16 of an inch all the way across my reel, and that's how I caught my fish. But I've been doing it quite some time. Other guys that are just getting into it are not that experienced, so we leave a good gap on there, and it's so that way they can build up the experience by using it. And sooner or later, they'll send it back, and they're like, "Hey, man, we've been fishing, and we want to go ahead and max it out now." And they have earned the knowledge and the ability to get all that line back on there, even while they're hooked up to a fish. So that's the main thing. It's not panicking and remembering that you got to move the line right to left, but not crazy right to left. Man. If I did that, it would have to be male. I'm not too fond on my fish with mustard. Now, tuna though, I prefer it raw. I prefer it raw. Sashimi style. Oh man, I went to Umaya the other day with the kids and stuff, and I probably ate 20 pieces of tuna sashimi, and I think it was like 3 or 4 rolls too on top of that. I took an appetite over there. That's for sure. So. Okay, under the rail meaning equal to the spool. You know, where the spool meets the housing there, you want it under that rail right there. She getting the hang of it?
Yes, yes, about 1,000.
Awesome.
It's great.
Cool. Because after we get all of those crimped up and everything, and we've gone as far as we can, we're going to get y'all onto the bigger sizes, which will be for the double drop drum rigs. Because I finally got in the sleeves I needed. So y'all can sit there and y'all can do the snap swivel portion, and then I can bring it up here and start doing the beads and all of
I
that.
had to hurry up there because I want to get that back little stick and span.
Oh yeah, yeah.
There's just, you know what, you need to have a clearance sale. Like you
Um,
have so many old lures and jelly worms and crankbaits that are just rotting.
We'll see a lot
You
of
could just like do a garage
a
sale
lot
day.
of those lures that you see back there is because I bought out other companies and or I bought big lots. A lot of those lures you need to check on because some of them
Are
are,
worth money 'cause they're
worth a
antiques.
lot of money.
I found
yes.
I found a head in, like a chug bug, but it's got the propeller in the back,
Mhm.
and it looks like it's from the 50s. I'm like, I was gonna bring it up here, but I left it in a box. I was like, man, it should be put up here
Yeah.
so somebody could see and go, hey, I want that lure. Because collectors,
Collectors,
yeah,
yes,
they
yes.
come in and they look for that shit. You
Mm-hmm.
know what I'm saying? Like, well, I gotta have it for my shadow box. You know, I'll give you fucking $20 for it.
Yeah,
Or
yeah.
fucking old
Yeah.
lure. Hey, could you use this up here somehow?
Not right now because I have a mess. I need to.
Okay, then I'll find a place for it.
All right.
I thought you were live right now.
Yeah, I am live. Potty mouth. Yeah. Now I do like the sashimi with the spicy mayo and the eel sauce. Yeah, buddy, that's good. Good. All right, so KTM, on your reel, do you already have the braid on there, or are you wanting us to supply you the braid? Because I do not carry any 200-pound in solid in-house. I would have to order it, and normally we don't sell it, so whatever I order, you would have to purchase the whole amount, unless you purchase the spool and we just charge you the $50 to spool it on there. Also too, with me being live spooling your reel, I would be able to call you and you can see if I find any defects in that line. If you want me to go ahead and, obviously if the defects are really bad, I would want to cut them out and tie knots. With that spooling amount cost, it covers 2 knots. Normally it's the 1 knot to the spool and normally a secondary knot for the top end when I would do a hollow core braid splice. But since it is solid, you don't have that top braid splice right there, so you would get 1 knot in between there that you wouldn't get charged for. But any knot thereafter is $5 a piece. How far out would you go? Well, actually the true question is, which reel am I fishing with 1,000 yards of line? If I'm fishing with my 80, I'll run that sucker out 800 yards. I've ran them out with hardly any line left over because I know what those reels can do and what I have done with them, and with the line capacity as well, and the weight class of line as well. So I'm not afraid of running those down to where they have very little line. However, if I'm running a single speed reel like a Senator, then I would only run it out like 400 to 500 yards. So pin 30 wide, then yeah, 400 to 500 yards, just so you have enough line capacity to fight whatever you hook into. Hey John, why don't you send us some of that spool so we can put on your reel? I mean, that way we can, check it out on several different reels and stuff like that, and see, start getting them numbers. Are you trying to see, talk to people that are actually using that braid? I mean, I see you keep inquiring about it. Sure can. The address is actually in a bunch of our other videos toward the end. I put the address and shop number, but if you have a pen, it is 361-215-6535, or sorry, that's my cell phone number. The shop number is 361-334-2171. Please call the shop number, guys. And that way we can get that set up. Again, 361-334-2171 is the shop number, guys. I'm trying to break away my cell number to keeping it strictly here at the shop, so that way we can take notes and do whatever. But if I'm shipping and stuff like that, then normally we use one of the shop phones for that information, so that way you can store it for a lot longer. So. Yes, I got 200-pound in stock. Yes, I do. I've got it in orange, and I also got it in blue. And I think I even may have it in chartreuse green as well. Yeah, we were using 200 a lot for a lot of the guys that were wanting it for their top shots of braid and follow pole. So, yeah, no, I got you. I got plenty in stock to fill an 80 up, no worries. Once I get through with this stock of leaders I got on my lap, I'll go and I'll pull the spools of 200 so you can see which colors, and that way you can pick and choose. Also too, when you do ship us your reel, do not ship it with any of the harness, lugs, or anything like that, or any of the accessories. All I need is the reel, the way you would fish with it, without all that extra stuff, because what ends up happening sometimes during shipment, the box gets tossed around, and you don't want to have your reel damaged in shipping. And the cut is still there, but with all the crimping that I've been doing, I tore out the stitching that I had in there, and yep, I'm still here. So. I wouldn't mind working at a bar and they, chilling there and earn some money. That was one of the things that I used to love doing, was when I would go fishing and bring home a lot of fish. and I cook it up. If I had a lot left over, I take it to the bar and would end up getting free drinks that way too. So yeah. I was packing up some fillet knives, and one of them slipped through the protective box that I was putting it in and stabbed me right into the palm right there. So I have a suture kit here, and I stitched it up and went from there. I was telling one of my workers about, because I normally here at the shop when we bring in Clorox to clean up and stuff, I don't use the splash proof Clorox, just because I've seen the difference between that one and the regular Clorox. Normally if I know I'm getting an infection, I wash my hands or will wash the area out with Clorox so it can kill all the bacteria and stuff like that. And I was talking about that to some other captains and stuff like that, and they were like, "Man, you really do that?" I said, "Yeah." They didn't believe me, so I had to show them the video from when I went out to Gar Wars up there, and I used it on my feet, and you saw the swelling literally go down right in front of you on that video. So yeah. How you doing, Josh? Yeah. I wonder how my buddies did. They went out to Caldwell Pier this weekend. I hadn't talked to them yet, but I know they did come by and pick up a bunch of surf weights in preparation for that trip and stuff. So. What happened with you, Josh? Why are you talking to a surgeon? They did give us a heads up that my son will actually have some physical therapy that he'll have to do for the next 3 weeks for his hand. We'll see how that goes. You finish all of those? Ouch. If you don't mind, how did that happen? That, and I haven't seen Jacob today either. I hope everything's going all right with him and his wife. I know their plan was for her to come out of the hospital on Sunday. Okay. Oh, it sounds painful. I remember having my appendix pulled, and it didn't feel like pain in the gut. It just felt like I had the flu, like I hurt all over when I had my appendix pulled. That was back when I was in the Marine Corps. I think in 99 to 2000 is when I had it done. So. Dang it. Yeah, I lucked out on my appendix. That I went to the hospital when I did, because they said if that had ruptured, I probably would have died, because the toxicity level of my appendix at that time when they tested it said it was enough to kill me. So yeah, I lucked out on that one, and The only reason I went is because it was during Christmas, and I didn't want to be sick during Christmas, and so that's why I ended up having my mom take me to the hospital. And when I did, they had me into a room within about half an hour, and then I was on the operating table in a few hours after that. So yeah, got pretty bad. So let's see, I may have to go get some more hooks from the bag. Let me check. LX Raptor would be your best bet because it gives great casting control, and we could still put 700 yards of line on the reel if we do 60 to 100, or even more if we do 60 to 80, which will be plenty of line to catch pretty much anything out there if you're planning on doing that. And also too, with the cast control on there, it helps you be able to cast the reel without a whole bunch of backlashes and stuff. Give me a second, guys. That should be enough to fill what I have here. That's on the way. What you got going there, CJ? Yeah, I like it too, because the other thing you got to think about, guys, is when you don't catch anything, you still have to have the ability to crank that reel in and, you know, not get worn out from it. A lot of the older videos, you see the guys walking to and from the dunes, you know, with their long rods to break their surf weights loose. So yeah, it's just, it can get really trying, but with the Avet Raptors, you can just drop it down in low gear and do all the cranking that way. So, and you'll see that us do that. We actually use the rod and the rail, and I'll just drop it down in low gear and start cranking on it to break my surf weights loose. So, sure thing, CJ91. Awesome, appreciate that. Later, John Dooley. You have a good day, bro. Almost done here with this first batch, or this first step. I know I got quite a bit of them that have swivels on, but they have not been crimped. Oh man. Definitely getting excited with these guys, you know, willing to pick up, you know, the pace at what they're working at, and, you know, getting our area squared away, and then too wanting to learn more about the fishing and stuff like that. So it's good. It's really good. That it's a good feeling to talk to people that show motivation to want to learn and want to do better and improve themselves. So yes, sir. I'm excited. It gets me excited when I do that, or talk to people like that too. So. I'm gonna go have a little fly trap in the office. I think I'm going to bring it up here and hang it, because I've been having some issues with these flies, like wanting to try to hang around me all day and just annoying the crap out of it. I actually talked to my niece the other night. She came by, and she's the one who's actually gotten on her dad's phone or her mom's phone and, you know, pull up my YouTube channel and watches me on the channel and tell her, where you been? I ain't been seeing you on my channel lately. She's old school. And I was like, oh, that's right. So it's like, oh, okay. Yeah. Normally we charge $25 each direction, so it'll be $50 on that. Now if it's a smaller reel, say like an LX or MXL or something like that, we do $25. Because what I would have to do is down spool it all the way to the spool, put the line counter on it, so that way at 450 yards I can put that mark on there. Unless we're fully spooling it from the ground up, then you don't have that charge. If you're sending us the line to spool up your reel, it's $50, and to make that mark, it'll be fine. I'll be okay with that. But, or if we're spooling the braid on for you, then yeah, I'm fine with that too, because you're already paying for the braid. I'm not going to charge you extra. So for that, then you'd be all right. You know what I mean? But you got to realize too, when I am down spooling and re-spooling, I'm not just down spooling and re-spooling for line count. I'm also checking through every single inch of your braid and seeing if I find any frays or any bad line while I'm doing that. So that's part of this cost on why I charge what I charge, because we actually are concerned with your line. You can tell us it's brand new line, I will still do it, just because y'all have seen on my spooling videos that even with brand new line, we can find bad or weak points, and I would rather fix it, since I'm already doing what I'm doing, than to just let it go. And it would still be $50 for the 30 too. Like I said, anything like HXW size or smaller or less than 1,500 yards, or smaller and less than, not or less than, is $25. We actually did a 6/0, an old school 6/0, I think with like 65-pound Super 8 or something like that, and I ended up getting 3,000 yards of that braid on a Penn 6/0, and it took me forever to spool it up. So it was after that reel, I mean, I still charged that customer what I told him I was going to charge him of the $25, but I realized that I had to throw in that extra exception there, because it took me almost an hour to spool up one reel, and that's a lot of time invested into one reel, when I can be doing a lot more other things and stuff. What's up, Chester? How you doing, buddy? I am sitting here making the sections, the bite sections on my 5-foot shark leaders. I am putting on my 13-aught circles right now, and yeah, I used to fish a lot with Power Pro. I don't anymore, just because I deal with the hollow core braids, and when hollow core braid came out for Power Pro, it was insanely expensive. And then I started meeting up, and since I was able to buy direct from, Jerry Brown and now all these other companies I can buy direct, then yeah, I sell the hollow core. Now I haven't fished the Power Pro hollow core yet, so I don't know. I have spooled it and it felt pretty good. I think I even had to splice it, and it still spliced pretty well as well. Chucktown, how you doing, boss? What's up, Eve? Suarez, how you doing, bruh? It has been a while, boss. How you been? Is everything all right? How's the fishing been out your way, too? This, I'll give y'all a little rundown on the Team Hard Life rods that we do have in stock for our customers that have already prepaid and haven't picked up. So it's more for advertising for us, just so y'all can see the assorted colors and different things they are doing with them, as well as the different kind of stickers we have available or had available. Some of the stickers we had discontinued just because the company that was getting them to us was charging us an arm and a leg for it, and since we were able to buy a lot more, they worked a lot better price for us. Ouch, yeah. That was one of the things that happened to one of our customers this weekend. He was talking about he went out there and that he would say the line bow and then go slack and stuff, and he was asking if it was the sandbars doing that, and with hollow core I was like, no, sandbars don't pull line, you know, fish do. So, you know, with all the bait fish moving through the water like that, there's a lot of toothy critters out there that are also moving through the water in a feeding frenzy, you know, and they're just doing what they naturally do and trying to go after the bait, and your line just happens to be in the way. It's going to go right through it. So they're not afraid of your line, guys. We haven't really found a way to make it 100%, you know, cut off proof. You know, we've tried bright color lines, we've tried dark color lines, we've tried clear lines, and they all get cut off, guys. It does happen to every single line on the market. A lot of people choose to go with real heavy line on the hopes that it puts up more abrasion resistance, and in some areas it does work, but it also limits your line capacity that you can put on the reel. So well, on that as well, I need to know how much of the 150-pound mono you want on there as well. And what I would probably end up having to do is put the mono on there first to the exact yardage that you want, tie in the braid, spool it up all the way with the braid, then download it, flip it one more time, and then put it back onto the reel. So it would be a process to fill up that. Wow, yeah. Well, I do have to say too that 150-pound mono is going to eat up your line capacity pretty good. It's probably 3 to 1 that it's going to eat up your 200-pound test ability, or at least 2 to 1. So yeah. How you doing? I'll come around. Robert? Sir, do I need to sign anything or anything?
No hablo mucho inglés. No, nada más estoy esperando de porque tengo que tirar una foto. Ahí donde. La puedo poner ahí
Oh, okay.
para tirar una foto.
Gracias. Ooh, I got some lunch. Thank you. Thank you. Awesome. Let's see what we got here. 200 yards? Yeah, that's fine. I'm thinking what that might do though, if you're using 200-pound test and you put 200-pound mono on there, you might only get like 1,000 yards, if that. If that. That 200-pound mono eats up your line capacity big time. And now I do have 150-pound hollow core braid too in-house. I only have it in one color though. It's either orange or blue. I found it the other day. Didn't really pay attention. But yeah, 150 to 200 yards is a decent number of top shot for the reel, because that's normally where you are fighting the fish right up against the sandbars. And when they're fighting, they like to sit low in between the sandbars, so that's where a lot of the cutoffs would happen if it does go that route. Yes. Yes, sir, he did. Thank you very much, boss. Oh, okay. So, well, so you're fishing on a boat, is what you're saying? So you really don't even need that much line, because you can follow the fish. So yeah, you'll be all right. And are you shark fishing or are you Goliath grouper fishing? No, I'm asking you, do you do shark fishing or Goliath grouper fishing? Or both, you know? I did also hear something that they were trying to do a season for Goliath grouper, but you had to buy a tag for it or something like that. Well, to tell you the truth, the way you're set up, I wouldn't go with 200-pound tests on there, because you're not going to get a lot of line capacity. But you can fish with like 100-pound test or 130. 130 probably be your best bet, or the 150 to get more line capacity. That way, if you do hook a hammer and he decides to take off running, you got a little bit of a window to catch up to it, and or yeah, even a mako too. So. But they're also saying they're limited in size, or there's like a slot you have to fall in to keep a Goliath grouper. What's up, Daryl? How you doing? Having a late lunch, but very appreciated. Thank you guys for hooking it up. All I've heard is that it's small restrictions too. It's not something like you can't do the like 400 or 500 pounders. It's the littler ones. Mr. Smiley, yes, for the tickets that we have right now are for the weekly drawing, which is done on Saturday if we hit the minimum buying amount at $500. That's nice. How big was that mako? You did say, right? I don't know. How big was that mako that you got? That's one of my bucket list fish right there for sure. Mr. Smiley, you can call the shop at 361-334-2171 to purchase tickets over the phone, or you can send via Cash App to $Team Hard Live, and please include your cell phone number, or you can send money here through the YouTube channel, and I'll use your avatar name right there to put on the tickets, and I will show whatever tickets you purchase right here on the channel so everybody can see them. You okay?
Yeah.
Did you finish that stack already? Or not? Yeah, our last in-store credit one went for $1,140, which was nice. It really jumped up that second week, and it was real good. And even then, the winner, Drew, got what he wanted and is now also donating $200 for any kids that walk into our shop, and that way we can get them hooked up with some fishing tackle. So I'm really loving this. I know I'm waiting for a few schools to stop by, because I told them I would help sponsor their school teams with tackle and or discounts. Just because, I mean, they finally offered in school, man. I know up north that when I was up at there at Sam Rayburn, I was talking to some of the guys there. They were talking about how a lot of the schools there have fishing teams that actually compete and in tournaments and stuff. And I was like, man, that'd be so awesome to have down here. It's getting there, but definitely going to keep our eyes open to see how we can help those teams out and stuff keep growing. So. All right, Daryl, the tickets is for anything in-house. What it does is, say we sell 5 tickets and we hold a draw and it's $100. Well, we sell 5 tickets at $20, so that means the pot is $100. But if we sell 25 tickets, well, then it's $500. However many tickets we sell is how big the pot grows. So what I do is every time a ticket gets sold, I show the channel so everybody can keep track of how many tickets get sold. When the name gets drawn, it's also done live here on the channel. I would do 2 different ways. One is we do a weekly one, and if we can hit it on the weekly one, if we can hit over $500 or at least $500 by that Saturday, I'll hold the drawing. If it doesn't, then I'll go on to the next week, and then they can use it to purchase whatever they want to purchase within the shop, and you know, we can set it up for them. Also, too, Tuesdays and Thursdays we have what they call a fire drawing. As soon as I start going live, that's the timer for it. Depending on the camera, normally it's about 2 hours. Right at about 2 hours, we do the cutoff. However many tickets we sell, that's how much the pot goes for. And normally I'm working, doing the same thing I'm normally doing. But today I was blessed with lunch, and so I stopped to get some chow. Thank you, CJ, for hooking me up. That was very, very awesome. So, and yep. I ain't had Whataburger in a minute. Yeah, that was one of the things that I did talk to some guys in college that started some fishing teams up there. They said that most of the stuff they do is all freshwater, but that they started a saltwater series, and so I've been helping them a lot. Got them all to subscribe to the channel, so definitely willing to help them out with any kind of knowledge. And you know, obviously, I know the kids in school and stuff like that, but I also work with them on some pricing too. So. Thank you. That was delicious. That hit the spot. It was awesome. Yes, sir. We've done. Oh man, I've lost count of how many drawings we've done. We've done a lot of them. A lot of them. We used to do individual raffles for like the SX, the MXL, the LX. We would do the reel spooled up with line ready to go. We used to do some rod and reel combos. We used to do some custom wrap rods and stuff. Now we have found out that it's a lot easier for us to sell the tickets as in-store credit. So whoever wins can use the amount for whatever they want to use it for. Some people use it to buy tackle. We ship it to them using that still credit and stuff. Or they use it as down payments for stuff they're already paying for. It just, however you want. It is same as cash. And it really does. Yeah, we've done a lot of them. I've probably done over at least 100 in the last several years, at least. So, you know what? That is. I know there's some tournaments that are out there that they involve the high school kids, but mainly what it is they take them out and do bay fishing. I haven't really seen any of them that involve the kids that do like strictly beach fishing or pier fishing. Obviously, with the tournament that we got going on, that we are getting set up, we are looking at definitely branching out and opening a lot of doors to a lot of different avenues. So definitely keeping the schools in mind on it will be an awesome thing. Maybe we can even have their own division of, the high school divisions competing against each other and stuff like that through the channel, which will be awesome. I'd love to see that go through and stuff like that. So yes, that is a very, very fantastic idea. I really like that idea. I really do. Yeah, that's got my mind just racing right now of different thoughts that we can do for those kids like that and stuff. True that. And land-based would also include, pier and jetty. You know what I mean? Just because they are attached to land, so yeah, that would still be fine right there. Yeah, definitely. I'm definitely, like I said, once it's been said now, I'm already kind of like contemplating how we can roll it too. And I'm even thinking about it a little bit more than that as well, that for the kids that are competing in school, that yes, they can compete in their divisions there with as team, for team points and stuff like that. But then they can also compete for the main divisions here. The team will just be a bonus deal, so that way they can still have their bragging rights within their school, with their teammates and stuff like that compared to other schools. But for us, they can still win into those big money pots and stuff like that, because that would be really awesome. I'm definitely game for that. Yeah. Yeah, Texas does it too. I think they do it for like 1-2 days here in Texas. But yes, daily bag limits and all of that still apply. However, you know, with the amount of days and, you know, for these kind of tournaments that I'm planning on doing, I'm definitely going to have licenses for those that are required. I believe now it's still 16 or 17. Actually, I've got some new books I haven't gone through, but I do have some guys looking into them on the rules and regulations and stuff like that for stuff that we may have missed. But definitely, you know, it would love to have something like that go through and stuff. Oh, okay, so 16. Okay, cool. Hard Lights Bait and Tackle. Hello? Yes, it is. What's this concerning? Yeah, yes, I am, but how much are you trying to charge us to do that? Yes, I am. Yes. Yes, it does, but also too, you know, if it's going to cost me to put my name on there, then I'm going to decline right off the bat, because I have a YouTube channel that reaches all over the world right now, and you know, it's word of mouth and all the videos and knowledge we put out there. Okay. Okay. Yes, it is. Yes. The what? Yes. Yes, it is. Hello? Very busy. I'm actually live on my YouTube channel right now trying to get through this, so. Yeah. Yeah. Rods, reels. Yes. Okay. Yeah, I'm gonna have to decline. Our cheapest reel is about $400. No, it don't make sense because still the reel costs me X amount of money to buy, and then to hold it here for X amount of time until the customer actually decides to come up and purchase it and or buy it or prepay for it, and then me paying on this to make one sale a year is not conducive to doing anything good. And right now I'm getting paid through YouTube to promote my products. They actually pay me to do what I do. So I don't have to charge my customers anything, you know, on top of what they're already paying for the tackle they buy and or the knowledge they get from me. Knowledge, catching cooks, general sharing of what we do here is a fish, bait, and tackle shop. And when we actually go fishing, and share all of that information as well. Yes. Yep. So the only way I'd be interested in any of this is if y'all are paying me to do it. But if not, then I don't see any reason to keep going on with the phone call. Well, I know Alexa and all of them do pull it up because I've seen my kids actually pull up on Alexa and get into my YouTube channel because they're on my YouTube channel as well in several videos. So I know we're already there. Yes, we do too. Like I said, I don't go through it. They've gone through it. They've shown me where it all comes up and stuff like that. So, but again, like I said, I'm live on my channel right now. So, and my other phone is going. So, I will have to talk to you later. Thank you. What's up? No, I'm live on the channel. Oh, yours? Yours? You mean ours? Mm-hmm. Ours? Okay. All right. Okay. All right. Bye. Giving my wife a hard time because her vehicle is broke down right now. Well, not completely broke down, but getting there. Brakes, the little squeaking sound is starting to go, so it's telling us the brakes are about to be bad. Her AC started doing what my AC was doing, so she already dropped it off with my brother to fix it. And yeah, this guy just was not getting the point. Like, I mean, I'm sorry, I'm not going to be paying for advertisement on any platform anymore. I'm not. I did that stuff for years with Facebook, and it got me nowhere. I started with YouTube, and within weeks of me starting to work with YouTube, and they weren't even paying me then, I was already getting phone calls from people. Hey, I didn't even know you were here. I didn't even know y'all had a shop. Like, where are y'all at? And I'm talking quickly. It changed big time for me. Now they're telling me, oh, for us to advertise your channel or your name or your this, we're gonna charge you? No, I'm good. No, the rate. Yep. No, I'm not gonna be falling for that one anymore. Now, with like the local schools and stuff like that, advertising our name there as a sponsor to help them out achieve what they need to achieve, that's something different. That is kids, needing, sporting gear or fix certain things and stuff like that, then that is different. I don't mind doing that because it's for a good cause, not for me just to push my name. So yes, now definitely YouTube. I also have Instagram, got TikTok as well, and granted on those I don't really concentrate on them as much as I do here on the YouTube channel, but it is there. I'm still visible there, and yeah, we get a ton of hits on it and stuff like that. One of our videos is going to be, it's at 2.7 million, almost 2.8 million views already, 3 million views. Yeah, no, I'm good. I'm never gonna pay for any kind of advertisement. And yes, I was being very cordial with them, trying to give them the spot, even though they weren't giving me a chance to get that one sentence out there. And so I had to basically get to the person, and I really didn't want to hang up because yes, they did not call me about my extended car warranty. So it was the first one of those. So let's see how many times it starts to happen, and then I'll start hanging up on them. Yep, but oh man, we are really getting this going, guys. And yes, so a few of y'all brought up the information about the grouper fishing, and Big Bruce, is that in Florida where that information is from? Because it says allow recreational harvest of 200 fish per year, 1 fish per person with permit. Tag valued via lottery, $150 for resident, $500 for non-resident. No, bro, come on. And then you have a slot size of 24 to 36 inches. Yeah. Create open and closed areas for harvest and post-harvest requirements as well. Wow. Yeah. You know what? I don't get the Chicago Big Bruce. price above. Yes, just read that. Yeah, that's insanely expensive for a slot size fish like that. If I'm gonna pay $500 because I'm not a resident, I want a 500 pounder or a 600 pounder. You know what I mean? I'm probably only gonna do it once in my life, you know. But yeah, you know what I mean. I ain't gonna. And then, so how does the lottery work? You buy into it on the hopes that your number gets pulled, or do you put in your name and then you pay if your name gets pulled? How does that work? I've never done that. Okay, so I said both. Which one was it? All right, the price on the G2 5.3 Avet SX 5.3 G2 non-MC is $264.99 with glide plate, $236.99 without glide plate, $309.99 for without glide plate but with MC, $281 for with no glide plate, and $343 for an SX Raptor. Yes, I actually have several LXs in stock. I've got blue, green is what I have. I also have a G2 series, which is actually a very good series as well. And yes, with MC, because you say you're going to be casting. And yes, I can get black. For that, I would have to order it. Are we spooling it, or am I shipping that to you? I thought I had enough hooks to finish off this. I guess I didn't. I'm gonna have to go get some more. Give me a second, guys. What's up?
This is one I'm talking
No, that's calculated. Yeah. No, that one I have to order. It's just calculated. It's not a team one. We can actually start just making some. Yeah. No, that'll work awesome right there because it'll be even more accustomed to that customer about having that done and stuff like that. So yeah. So yes, yeah. You can give us a call. We can take payment over the phone. Yes, I need to do that. I kept saying I was going to do that to get the. You know what? I will get that done today, guys. For taking the pictures of the price listing for the Avet, and I'll do it on the community page, so that way y'all can always just go there and check it out. Yes, the glide plate, guys, is where when you're pushing up the lever drag, it will give you the notch to where to stop for strike position, for bait position, and then for overlocking down. No, I was talking to my rod builder because we are ensuring we're all on the same page and for what rods we got coming in this week, what's going out, and oh, that's what I needed to do real quick. Hold on, guys. Hey, could you figure up the math for me? Because I already sent you the picture of what you took the other day. That way I can just write it out real quick. Let's see. Go with olive oil 50 years. Okay, for Cortland, we either have 40 pound or 60 pound. That's the two sizes they come in. They don't have a 50. Now, tight line braid has 50 pound and 65 pound. And they got a few more colors to choose from with the hollow core, so we can look at that when you give us a call and see, or you can tell us what kind of colors you're interested in looking at. What else? And are we going to be putting a small top shot of it, say at least 80 pound for the casting and or fight of that? And John, you sure right on that. And that was something that I was thinking about doing last week, and I got sidetracked, but I definitely need to get it done, just so everybody can have access to it at all times. And also too, if they see the price there, they can kind of do a little bit of research on their own through the channel and or through Google and see which one is it what they're looking for. Obviously, we're here for information as to best uses for certain types of reels and stuff like that. Obviously, if you're going to use any surf weights, the G2 series and or Raptor series is highly recommended because they got bigger bearings and drag washers and stuff like that. And obviously a 2-speed, which is the Raptor or the G2 2-speed, helps when you are cranking in dead weight, which is when you don't catch anything and when you got a big old fish that just doesn't want to turn, like stingrays. So okay. Well, that's what I'm saying, that the 60 pound is so that way when you are casting out, it's only a small top shot, and it's not mono, it's braid. So it's not much. Like I said, I could put, 15, 30 yards, 100 yards or whatever. The SX, if we do 60 pound, you can do 250 yards of 60 and then 30 yards of 80 on top. So you got 280 yards, which helps when you are casting that 10-ounce weight. I wouldn't really recommend doing 60 pound as your top end, wanting to cast out 10-ounce weight. Now, granted, we've done it with 50 pound test line mono all the time, but I would just recommend it for that little top shot. Also, too, you got to remember, you're going to be fighting up against rocks, jetties, or whatever, and that 60 pound gets abrased a lot easier than the 100 pound whale or the 80 pound. So, Mr. FTW, how you doing? Yep, and just a heads up, Mr. FTW, your spinning rod, your blacked out rod will be here this week. We are looking for either tomorrow or Wednesday, whenever you can stop by, boss.
If you need it today, I can bring it today.
I doubt it. I know he's working out at Alice today, so I don't think he'll be in time. Yes, sir. Yes, sir. We definitely getting real excited that like the amount of rods that are coming in real quick. What's our time on live, guys? I can't see it from where I'm at. The reason why I'm asking that is because I want to show you all the rods up on the wall for a lot of the guys that have had their orders placed, and been getting a lot in. Also. Okay, give me just a second. Yeah. That way we're not waiting any extra time. Yes, that'd be perfect. So we can stay ahead of the game the way we are going, because we are definitely moving a lot faster than we had been. Here you go, boss. And let me check one thing real quick. do me a favor. Right here, the ATM right by the McDonald's.
Okay.
Okay. And then pull out 500 out of the checking, and then give it the 500 for that. When you go to deposit that, then send it a check. I can text it to you real quick too. Yeah, that's fine. Let's see. All right, guys. So, let's see. Where are we at? 2 hours, 2 hours, 20 minutes. Okay, so it's getting real close that the phone is going to die. It's going to overheat and or the battery's going to go. So I just want to give y'all, these are, remember when y'all used to come in, there was nothing but blanks here? Well, now they're all custom rods pretty much up there, except for these two. These are old school custom Harrington 552s. Everything else is a Team Hard Life rod rebuilt and or build up. And you know, you can see all the colors of everything we're having to offer. Change ups. That's the glow in the dark one right there. That thing is immaculate. It's awesome. And then yes, right there. We even got, you can add pictures in there. And that's the one we did. Oh yes, guys. This is, like I said, it's really starting to come together for us. I know once he comes and brings the rest of the rods, I'm actually going to take those two Harringtons out of there. So it'll have nothing but a rack of Team Hard Life rods here. And then this is the wall that I'm talking about, that I'm probably going to have a closeout sale over here to get rid of these old school custom rods. Some of them are collectors. Like that one I know is a collector right here. Well, all of them pretty much are collectors except for probably that black one, that green one, and that other brown one over there, and maybe another black one. But all of them are either Fenwick or Lima glass rods that have been custom built by the original owner. And yeah, he really did build them. So we're gonna have some pretty good, you know, just try to clear some space sales on those. Obviously it'll have to be, you know, to come in to see what weight class and if it's going to work for you, because they don't have weight classes put on them because they are custom rods. So you would have to really feel what you want out of them and so forth. So yeah, but I'm going to get back to this. So next time y'all see this afternoon or later on, I might go live again, but at 5, at 5 o'clock, I got to go pick up my kids from school, drop them off at home, come back to the shop, and I'm going to fill that spot up right here, all of that, with some 5-footers. It's going to look awesome. And I want to fill up those 2 holes, that dark blue and that black right there as well, with some 6-footers. 4-footers is looking okay, but I am finding a lot of tackle that I need to get up there. This wall right here is kind of our discontinued wall right there. A lot of that's been discounted items and or so forth. So if you come by and check it out, we definitely are looking into it, and some of it might get redone just because we did it out of necessity. Like they used really heavy swivels on these, but it's because it's the old school style with the mono and stuff. But the 3-way ones, where's it at? Like this one, I'm going to end up cutting down these leaders and remaking them without it, because just these 3-way swivels work great for the drone leaders that we make for the guys that are out there drone fishing. So, yep, got it going right there. Oh, man, yeah. But this one's doing pretty good. Like I said, over here, too, on our leaders, the wall is slowly coming together. We're starting to see a little bit more leaders there. I finally filled up all the redfish rigs right there. But again, too, you saw how packed it was last week. It's already starting to get real shallow. So I need to get on it. I got them building more of the trout and flounder rig frames right now because I was waiting for the 1.0 sleeves to come in. Now that they're in, I'm going to have them working on those as well, so we can start building a lot of that really, really quick now that I'm going to have some extra help. Oh man, and then we got a lot of weights to pour. We got a lot of weights to pour. Yep, I hadn't seen it this empty in a minute. And we've got all kinds of sizes. Even our surf weight collection too. You know, a few of the sizes are sold out right now, so we definitely need to get back on track with that. These are looking nice. That's the way I like to have them filled. Big stock, big inventory on them. Even our 1/8 gauge ones, our super heavy ones, are really moving too. Yeah. Oh man, what a day, what a day. So give y'all another little view. This is what we did earlier, guys. Those are the monos, spools of mono that we got in. The 3-way swivels we got in, 1.0 double mini sleeves. There's 20,000 of them here. The 3-ways, there's 1,440 of them here. And then those are the Avets. Oh, they look so pretty. Pretty, pretty. And that's the rest of our inventory right now. Like I said, it's kind of low right now, guys, but we are slowly going to start filling it up. Or fill it up as quickly as we can, should be the better term that we're using. So I will check you later, guys. Y'all have